Hey everyone, it's Elise from Blossom Elise, and today I have something so exciting. It's super impromptu. I just got this in mail and I have been waiting for this package for about 2 months now. As you know, I live in Brisbane, Australia, and it's really annoying to buy stuff online because it takes forever to ship here. Especially because I bought something on Amazon for the first time today, so I wanted to do a little unboxing for you and open it and see how everything was packed inside and show you all the fun stuff that I got. I didn't get too much, but I got a few new watercolors. I'm really excited to give them a go, and I can do a little review on them for you later down the track when I get to know how much I really like them. So yeah. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so first thing is they've packed it really nicely. You can see they've packed it here with all the air bubbles so nothing's rocking around. That is awesome, and it looks like possibly everything is in here. Whoa! So the first thing I got was a new watercolor palette. Now, I was not expecting it to be this big. Holy moly. I actually thought it would be maybe about half the size, but that's pretty cool. So this is what it looks like inside here. You've got a little thumb holder there, and you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like wet pockets. Oh, I can't even remember what they're called anymore. You've got like your wash areas, and then you've got all of these little ones to put your watercolors in. And I'm really excited because this is what I plan on putting my new watercolors in. So I'm going to try and keep it to only my artist quality stuff. Probably get a few of my other favorites in there as well. But this is my attempt, is to start a new palette, artist quality. Oh, now this is the most exciting part. I ordered some M.Graham watercolors. So these are artist quality, and they're supposed to give you a really great rich color and stay almost semi-wet in the pan. So I did a bit of research, and these are the ones that I wanted to try. This is what I got here. I got Azo Orange. So I got that one, and then I also got the 5 Shades of Summer watercolor set made with honey. Oh, so that's another thing about these ones, is that they are actually made with honey. How cool is that? So it says made with honey for richer color and prevents hardening of the. It says our watercolor is made with time-honored binding medium of natural blackberry honey and pure gum arabic, which gives it extraordinary strength that is easily diluted for smooth, controlled washes and richer color. Honey absorbs moisture from the air, preventing hardening on the palette or in the tube. And I got 5 colors in this little set. So I've got sap green, bismuth yellow, cobalt teal, permanent green pale, and scarlet peril. Sorry, I'm so bad at pronouncing these names. And that's what it looks like there. So that's my 6 little colors there, and I'm super excited to start playing with them, particularly for this color here. This is probably one of the ones that I'm most excited about. I can't wait to do like an aqua colored painting, Tiffany & Co inspired. That's those ones there. And I got one more thing. Now soon I'm going to be traveling overseas, and I have my little Winsor & Newton watercolor set, which I really love, but I have a habit of leaving things behind or breaking them or losing them. I'm super clumsy, so I wanted something that it didn't matter too much if something happened to it. So I love my Winsor & Newton, and I wanted to keep that at home. So I bought this little Koi watercolor set. This seemed really cool, and I looked at some stuff online, and it looks like the colors are really good, and there's heaps of colors as well. This is what it looks like here. It is actually a little bit bigger than I expected, but that's pretty awesome. Pocket Field Sketchbook by Koi Watercolours. Sakura Color Products Corporation. But that's that one there. Open it up for you guys. Oh, so the first thing is we get an awesome little tray to do our mixing with, which is really cool. And then underneath, we have all of our little watercolors here. Ooh. So these feel a little bit plasticky, but I guess we'll see how they turn out. So here I've got all of those little colors there. Then I've got a little brush. Now I've never used one of these watercolor brushes before, so I thought it'd be really, really good to try when I'm traveling, because I've seen a lot of people use them and I thought that that would be really great to travel with, having the water already in the brush. Then you've got your little sponge pads, the same as I use the tissues to dab it off. You've got your little sponges. And there's the colours there. So I'll do a little swatch review on this one, and same with these ones, and that'll include it next. So my first impressions of these is they seem like an ink. They almost work the same as an ink, but as if they were in a pan form. Just the way that they apply and the way that they don't really bleed through the water, and even just like the grey one here, they just remind me of an ink. Even their vibrancy, they're really, really vibrant, and they're giving great bursts of colour, which is really pretty, and I really like them. But I definitely do not think that they would substitute my current watercolour palette, which is okay because I bought them at an awesome price for travelling. But I think that they'll be really nice additional pops of colour when I want to do something more in an ink style. Another thing is that they have dried really, really fast in the pan. So as opposed to like my Winsor & Newton, where I can kind of make a little puddle in the pan and they'll stay kind of wet and tacky, these ones have just almost absorbed into the paint itself and have dried really, really fast. They haven't stayed with the water on top. So that's probably one of the big differences that I notice, but I can't really give much of a review on them yet because that was my first impression trying them. I'll have to see how they go mixing, but yeah, they were a nice little travel, portable, almost an ink palette, which was really nice. Okay, so these are my M.Graham watercolours, and I've got sap green, bismuth yellow, cobalt teal, permanent green pale, scarlet pyrrole, and azo orange. I've also got a little AS Art Spectrum Artist Watercolour Ivory Black that I wanted to try out this series, just from a local art store in my area. So I wanted to see how that goes. I did try that on the line video. It seemed okay. It didn't really give the greatest pigmentation, such as like this pigmentation here. But yeah, I'm going to pop into my palette, see how it goes. Okay, so my first impressions are these are absolutely just as phenomenal as everyone has said they are. They've just bled so nicely. They're such rich colours. They are absolutely beautiful. I cannot wait to do a little watercolour illustration with them. They're just so pretty. I particularly love the blue. And actually, I'm really in love with this orange and the scarlet. I think they're really gorgeous. And green, oh, they're just all really, really nice. Something that I don't like at all, and I wish I didn't put in my pan now, is the AS watercolor. This one here, AS Art Spectrum Artist Watercolor Ivory Black. To me, that is not an artist quality watercolor. Doesn't even have as good quality as my Cotman ones. So I would be interested to try the rest of their range just to see how the colours compare, but in terms of a black, I'm not really fond of that one. You can even see here like the pigmentation in that black, that's the rich black that I really like to have in my works, and then this one here is just a washy grey, like straight out from the pan when I put it on. Just doesn't have the same richness. Like as soon as you dilute it with any bit of water, it just doesn't have that same black. Even that's not that black. Okay, so that's probably the one thing that I'm probably not really fond of. I prefer the Cotman Winsor by Winsor & Newton range for the black, but that's even a student brand. That's not even an artist brand actually. But these are phenomenal, and I really am looking forward to using these as an ink rather than a watercolor. I really don't think I'll use them as watercolor, but in terms of like a ink, because you can just see the way these blend, and these ones are just quite stiff on the paper, whereas these ones have quite a lot of movement to the feeling of how they look. But yeah, I'm really impressed with these so far. I can't give them a full review yet, but very excited about these. So that's all I got in that one. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if I was to buy that in Australia, it would have been so much more expensive, and I really just wanted to give them a try and see how I like the watercolors, and if I want to try a different one next time. There's no reason why I can't have a few different artist brands in the same palette, so I'm really looking forward to getting started with this palette. And there's a ton more videos that I've got planned to go with these little guys. So I'll see you guys soon.